Everyone, welcome back to another video, and this is my February update for Documented Life. And February's theme was Lots of Layers, which I did, but the prompts I just did my own thing for that last month. But I did go back to week 5, which was under paper, and there's the under paper, and finished the page. I reworked it because I didn't like how it looked when I was working on it, and I like this much better. I did take this Grombacher watercolor in yellow and put out some on the page, really wet it with a water bottle, and painted the whole page with the paintbrush, and then took a lot of it back with the baby wipe. And then I had these butterflies and these larger ones extra laying around from a project that I've been working on, and I wasn't going to use them, so I glued them down to the page. And then I went to Brainier.com and found a quote on butterflies by Drew Barrymore, and I copy and pasted it, printed it out, glued it on, and the quote is, "Everyone is like a butterfly. They start out ugly and awkward and then morph into beautiful, graceful butterflies that everyone loves." So that's that page. And now we start with February. And for the bottom layer, I did some doodling. And I used these paint pens. I used this one with, first I used a gray one, which is the smaller one. And I did the flowers, you can see right there. And then I used this one and just did lines. And then I used a napkin, hopefully you can see that. And glue that down. See it over here as well. And then I put some paint, and I used a watered down magenta. And then I used Wow Studio confetti hearts and some glass bead gel. And then I used some heart punches. And what I used with the heart punches, I used some book paper that I glued a napkin to, and I just punched them a bunch out after the book paper dried with the napkin, and glue those on. I forget which one is this by, but this one is a Martha Stewart. It's a puzzle heart, 2 pieces, and I just locked them together. After I glue those down, then I added some drips. I think using a spray. I don't think it's Delusions Black. I think it was another black spray that I had in my stash. And then I used another Heart Wow Studio stencil, the bigger hearts, and some white Delusion spray. And then I went around the edges with the black gel stick from Faber-Castell. And then I found this sentiment. One day someone is going to hug you so tight that all your broken pieces will stick back together. Because this was around Valentine's Day, and I have a love-hate feeling about Valentine's Day. So anyway, so that's week 6. In week 7, I forget what the theme was, or the prompt. I know it was lots of layers. And I started out the page with gluing some doilies that I got in the mail. Some heart doilies and some circle doilies. So let's see the texture behind there. So after that dried, I used some colors that I normally don't use. Well, at least one color. I used a green and a black. There you can see. A black, a green, and a dark purple. I think this is the plum. And scraped it with a hotel card, or a palette knife. And then I went back with my finger and painted the colors so I could get full coverage of each color. And then I added some white with Punchinella. And then I found this dog from a magazine. I have another one of him, and I glued him down, and then I popped in my head with the sentiment, because I've seen it before and I thought it was fitting. It's a doggy dog world, and I'm wearing Milk-Bone underwear. I typed it up and used a silly font and printed it out. Glued that in, and I used, now I can't find it. I used a white Stabilo pencil. I know this is black. I can't dig out the white one that I have. So that's that one. And I used a black one to outline part of him. So that's week 7. Week 8 was another layer, but I tried following Paula's Journal Artista Ustream from this week, well, not this week, but the week before. And I failed miserably. I used a pen. So I didn't gesso this first. I should have gessoed it first. Maybe it would have worked. I used a pen, and with the hexagon stencil that I have, I drew that with the pen, and I also did the chevron stencil that I have. Did that on the page, and then I added some paint, the pink paint and the blue one. And I can somewhat see from the pen mark right here, that's what was supposed to happen, but when you take the paint off, but it wasn't working, and so I just did my own thing. I added some blue around the page, and then added the hexagon with another pink paint and white with the chevron, and then with the scrap of paper, which is from Cut and Paste, I did use matte medium, no, Mod Podge, like Paula did, and I just cut them into squares. She did some other things to hers, but I just left it as is. And I used some spray, so you can see the Blue spray, and I think London Blue, I think, and the pink, duh, and some Color Shine in the tinsel. And then I edged the boxes with a Stabilo pencil, and then I cut her out and glued her in. And then I found this from Ginger House Studio, but I just typed it out and used a different font. If I'm going to be a mess, I might as well be a hot mess. So that's that page. And then this is this week's, which was week 9, and it was using up to 5 layers. And I did, I had the napkins, and then, I forget what I did. Napkins, and then I know one layer I did use a Prima stencil and color wash in the brown, and they're special. And then I did, after that dried, I used, put gesso on top of that, and the color comes up. And then I used the chevron stencil from Studio Calco with the bubblegum pink spray, and I used another color, I think with the tinsel, and sprayed that. And then I added her, and then I collaged her with some rings. I gave her a ring crown and a backpack, and then this was all from the same jewelry ad. Added that as well, and that's it. I know I'm missing a couple layers that I don't remember what I did, and it wasn't that long ago. So that's the page, and I'm ready for the next week. So that's it for now, and thanks for watching.